Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become.
Welcome! This is South Alabama versus UAH Yellow. Our first map is on Ascent. My name is Brianna, and this week I actually have a co-caster, William.
Hi, I'm William. I'm new here, but I'm happy to see how this map is going to play out today.
Awesome. It looks like we're going ahead and getting South Alabama's typical composition on this map with Mando on Astra, Rand on Sova. We have Project on Chamber, Speed on Jet, and Karomi on KJ.
Like we're going for a double Sentinel today.
Yeah, I think it'll be super beneficial. And it looks like UAH Yellow is going for that double initiator pick with both a fade and a KO. It'll be interesting. I've been hesitant of the double sentinel pick on a scent before with South Alabama, just because they tend to choose to have that attacking half first with those double sentinels. But man, they can absolutely make it work. So I'm not going to be too critical this time. Give it approximately 15 minutes to load into the lobby here. I will say that it is interesting to see kind of a duelist difference here. On both teams we have one duelist. We have, I believe that's Ishi on Raze, and then USA Speed on that Jet. I don't see a whole lot of Razes on Ascent. What do you think about that, William?
I think the only time we've really seen Raze at all from USA is just whenever Speed plays Bind.
Yes.
Other than that, I haven't seen much Raze in general in these lobbies.
Raze is very, very strong on Bind. I mean, just the zoning that you can get off of with Raze's nade onto Bind is incredible, but I don't know if that aspect of the duelist transfers as well onto Ascent. But hey, prove me wrong. God, I love seeing Mando and Astra. It's just so refreshing to see Astras again. Looks like we're going to South Alabama's favorite. That A split pistol round. Putting Karomi towards A main to go ahead and throw out that turret. And then sending most of the rest of the team up that cap position.
Just starting off today with an A push, so we'll see how this goes.
Looks like they just have Omen holding that cap position. But a very, very good blind, able to slow down 4 of South Alabama's players.
Right.
But he will back off.
Wow, good pick from Speed.
And this will be a free site for South Alabama. Fade, Race, and Omen just waiting to retake.
There.
Project with the unlucky angle here.
A little off guard. A slower retake.
Cover going out.
Mando with two incredible shots. Speed able to get the third. And Karomi closing the first pistol round out in favor of South Alabama.
Impressive.
That was very, very slow and then ended very, very, very quickly. So it looks like we'll see the typical economy choice here with South Alabama deciding to buy up Project, going ahead and getting all of his bullets and full shield, with UAH Yellow deciding to save generally all around, with an exception of Ishi going with a stinger and half shield.
Make him dance.
Looks like South Alabama's leaning towards this 5-man push B. I really hope they check that.
Pick from Ishi, but countered out.
How about just not able to get the kill onto speed?
Nice throw from the UAH fade.
I will give it to UAH Yellow that they are coordinating their retakes. This is kind of a save round for them against full Spectres. Not much you can do, but they are making sure that when they are executing those retakes, they are doing so together. Trolloc just barely missing those deep shots and getting taken down by Kuromi. Rick able to trade out Kuromi. And Project and Speed able to secure that round for South Alabama. They did lose 2 guns, however. Well, 1 gun.
Talk a lot about the USA's explosive behavior towards pushing on attacker side, and we're definitely seeing that here today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we haven't seen South Alabama kind of back up or reposition, reset, or rotate at all. I mean, it's only been 2 rounds, but if South Alabama is able to gain that momentum, they're not slowing down.
Definitely correct.
It's just something UAH has to be hyper aware of and ready to counter.
Tactics doing his best here to try to slow down the push, but cannot stop them.
Look able to trade out his double chamber. Project going down, but Spike will go down, and now we see a 4v4 situation. And once again, UAH Yellow making sure that everyone is ready for this retake attempt.
That's right, everyone is there.
They're just
they're
waiting.
gonna try to push it together as well.
Now it's up to Tyler in the lineups.
Wow,
Oh
wow.
my goodness.
Good job to Rand.
You know, it's like those lineups are a little bit early, but this is the reason Rand is a higher rank than I am. He just knew that. Look at Speed going 6-1 and 2. South Alabama just now getting their Phantom and Vandals. Already 3 rounds on the board. Last round was a round that UAH Yellow really needed to win. They had the gun advantage. South Alabama was really struggling in terms of having the guns to go against UAH Yellow, but they still pulled it out in the end thanks to Rand. And now they're in a very, very difficult situation economy-wise.
It's not like UAH is going to be trying to buy for next year. Trying to get an early pick from the chamber.
Looks like Speed caught this Fade player out. Tyler was able to get the pick. USA Mando able to get Tartix over in A main. And now, what I predict that we'll see from past rounds is this KO grouping up with Chamber in Heaven and Raze waiting to push for Cat.
Looks Speed's going to push up and take them by surprise first, though. Now it's a 2v5.
You have a sheriff and a dream, Babats. I believe in you. Looks like he's got some lineup for that KO knife. Not sure where it goes to.
One enemy remaining.
Aw, Speed taken down by a cheeky little judge in Heaven. Is she now stuck in a 1v4 situation?
Yeah, she's going to save here. Yeah, looks like he's running away.
Not a bad idea. UAH Yellow not in the best place economically, and this at least guarantees that Ishi will have a gun for the next round. And now we're looking at 4-0 in favor of South Alabama, and Rand will go down to the bomb. And it looks like every single player on South Alabama's side is positive right now. All of them just crushing it in terms of performance right now. I hope we can carry this throughout the entire game.
Right.
Looks like we're leaning more towards a B push here. I wonder if they'll send anyone through mid to try and gain some space, or if we'll see a 5-man push again. Looks like we're going to be bringing out that Astral Wall, so I actually expect a 5-man.
You are divided.
Asher Wall comes out. And that explosive push.
You should run.
Going to be a very, very hard KJ ult for South Alabama.
See ya.
It's a very good position by USA Speed.
Spike planted. Okay.
There's some early damage there on the chamber.
See, Rand is ready for someone to come out market.
Perfect.
One enemy remaining.
Nice surprise.
Able to get the 2 that came from CT anyways.
Really
Very good
impressive how
round.
coordinated both teams are here.
It's nice to see, or to be able to see within the match the communication happening. Able to see when players are like, hey, slow down, slow down, slow down, or group up with me playing cross. And that's really what makes the difference between this kind of competitive play and then the normal competitive
That's right.
ranked
Yeah.
system within Valorant. That's what makes these two completely different. I mean, you can't really go off of ranks to tell how good a player will be in these competitive settings. You have to be a good teammate, you have to be selfless. And your knowledge of the game just has to be so much more.
Nice early pick from Speed on the chamber there.
Nothing unexpected from USA Speed.
Wow.
Almost getting the second,
One
but
enemy
Rick the
remaining.
Dicky with this
Gun here.
quick little head tap onto him with the frenzy.
Spike planted.
It's Bobots versus the world. Spectre in a dream.
I doubt we'll see him pop his ultimate here because that'll definitely give away his position. So he's gonna try to
Really?
play pretty quiet.
I wonder if he'll even try and take this
Oh, now they know where he is.
4-man. There is a Vandal right in front of him, I believe.
Shutting them down.
I was
That's
him,
probably-
I would run away with
Yep,
that.
take that and run.
And call it a day.
You might be looking for a the exiters.
Exit flags. Does look like Rand is gonna hunt this kill.
Unlucky.
He did try and classic them.
It's definitely a good pick by Bobots here.
Project and Kuromi saying, nope, I like my gun, I'm not keeping that. Understandably so. Looks like UAH has every single ultimate still up. You've got to get some rounds on the board. You got to start dumping those ultimates where you can.
That's right.
And it looks like USA Rand does have his Sova ult up. So maybe we'll see that to help South Alabama get onto site, which is Rand's preference to use his ult, or we'll see it post-plant. Those Asher Stars coming out, you can see UAH Yellow immediately call that to their teammates. We have a Fade and a Chamber rotating. Rand just not checking this corner.
Ooh, unlucky fishy.
Our spike carrier is killed.
It's now a 2v2 situation.
One
USA
enemy
Speed able to
remaining.
make it a 1v2 situation. Fade now at 51 HP in a dream. Mom will go down. Speed deciding to regroup with his teammate here.
Where are you?
Fade I will come out. Only on 11 HP now, but Chamber is also pretty low. USA Speed will close out that round. How do you feel about the new Ion Vandal? I'm quite a fan, I will say.
I think I like the way it sounds. I'm a fan of the futuristic sounding kind of thing. All of my weapons though are definitely Reaver, so they're all black as opposed to the very bright white that you see with the Ion set.
Understandable. I run Reaver and Prime mainly.
Have
We're kind of a best of two worlds.
Shutting them down.
Looks like this KO knife would have picked up players, but South Alabama is just way too explosive and moving off of that Sova dart. Will get UAH's KO.
Pushing with that Sober Dart definitely was a good play there. Catching him off guard while he's trying to break it.
We do have USA Rand Sova ult coming out, able to get the raise. And now UAH in a 3v5 situation with bomb already down.
No charges.
Tactics
Unlucky.
trying to get around that KJ turret, but just unsure of quite what it reaches.
Last player standing.
Romy able to get the pick.
Picking up the operator to save that.
Now, Rick in a 1v4 situation decides smartly to save the operator for his team. I will say that that operator on this defense side could be a huge momentum shift.
That's right. Where do you think we're gonna see that? On a side or in mid?
Hopefully we'll see it in mid. UAH Yellow's presence in mid has not been the strongest so far. It looks like they tend to stick one person on cat and then
Anyone feeling generous?
maybe someone a little bit deeper into market. South Alabama hasn't quite realized this, I don't think. But, I mean, they have full range of mid, essentially. If they don't start to put some pressure there, South Alabama will start to abuse it. I mean, look at USA Speed going 15-4. If you want to talk about a player abusing mid, it would be USA Speed.
That's right.
And that's who I would be most afraid of.
You want to play?
Looks
Let's
like we're
play.
getting a full push towards this A site with Chamber and Jet working up towards this mid. And this is kind of what I was talking about being concerned with. South Alabama is still hyper aware of the possibility of players being elsewhere. But all they really have is an Omen in that cat position. And it does look like UAH will have a full rotate towards this A site. But South Alabama has no idea and is looking still to push it. Speed will get the first pick on the Omen and Cat. Don't know if they'll expect this fade to be tucked. But don't worry. I think those smokes are immaculate. Speed
Wow.
and Rand able to get the opening picks on the site.
That's UAH's operator down as well.
Flashbang.
Spike. One enemy remaining.
Wow.
I mean, despite there being all 5 members of UAH's team on this A site, South Alabama's explosive attack side, just proving that. Even with 5 men on one site, South Alabama can still get that bomb down and get their picks. I mean, it just seems like UAHL is a little cautious now. They're trying to play a little more back towards site. They're cautious of not trying to be that first contact with South Alabama and getting picked off first, but unfortunately that just gives South Alabama too much room to work with and they really capitalize off of it.
Right, yeah. Looks like Project has taken the operator now. We'll see what he can do with that.
I believe in you, Project. Don't let me down. You have too many fans in chat.
Right. It's like Speed is looking for rotators down mid. Able to pick one off.
Oh, Mando does die to the knife.
Last player standing.
Looks like we have our first
Wow.
first round for UAH Yellow.
Good job.
Got a little messy from South Alabama's side. I believe Mando was blinded during that knife, but I'm not 100%. Try and regain his dignity where I can. I will give hats off to some players right now. I mean, USA Mando with the timing and quality of his smokes is absolutely fantastic. I know when we played with him, we put a huge emphasis on quality smokes over very quick smokes, and it seems like he has just reached a perfect balance between the two. He's able to just pump those out very, very quickly and save his teammates' lives. Looks like our Sova dart will come out onto site. And a respective KJ ult. It does look like South Alabama will get this A site for free.
Yeah, they're trying to push them off the side. But as we've seen in the past with UAH, they will probably group up together here and push all together, so...
They do have a fade ult, I believe, for this retake, and that would be absolutely killer. With most of South Alabama's players preferring to play on site and off one another. USA Speed showing why he is the opera of South Alabama's team, able to get the first kill and just narrowly miss the second. Nobody shooting that phrase bot for him. Omen does sneak on the site and get one, but quickly traded out by Mando. Mando taken down by Fade. And once
The
again,
lineup.
ran with the lineups. Fade is left alone. with the 2 members of South Alabama's
Last
team
round
watching
in
him
the
from A
half.
main, and that'll be another round for South Alabama. Now we're looking at the last round and a half. I mean, South Alabama has 2 Sentinels, and despite, typically that meaning that their defense side is much stronger, they have only lost 1 round in their attacking half.
They're definitely using these Sentinels in a more offensive way than
Mhm.
normal.
I mean, it's
Especially the-
especially Project. Project is
oh
playing
yeah.
very, very aggressively. Kuromi is tending to play those post-plant positions, but Project's just really working with his teleports here. Sovadar will come out, but it will not get Fade on site. Clearing lane.
Looking at 4 ultimates from UAH. We're hoping they can use them here. There's one of them.
This Ray's ult would be killer.
Definitely.
Just say speed, able to get a pick.
Spike down.
That
B.
Ares could have been a huge problem, but only able to get Kuromi before being shut down by Project. Now UAH yellow in a 2v4 situation.
That last ult coming out. Good
I don't
pick
think
from Speed.
I don't
Speed
think
doesn't
Speed
know.
expects the second to be there as well.
One enemy
There,
Project
there it
able to
is.
let him know. I believe that's a 3rd op kill for Speed that round.
Switching sides.
Sheesh, looking like only 1 point away from match point for South Alabama.
That's right.
South Alabama has been a little hesitant on their ascent. I don't think of course they practice ascent. It's one of the most chosen maps, but from our previous player interviews, they didn't feel like ascent was their strongest map. So it's really nice to see that South Alabama has taken some time to work on their ascent, and it's really, really showing in these competitive games.
Show me your true self.
Looks like they're gonna go for an A push.
All
To start here.
5 deciding
No one
to go
down
in this
mid.
A main position.
It's a nice smoke here from Astra.
UAHL is absolutely terrified of this one way. But little do they know, Speed has already worked his way up to Sabrosa. Amazing shot by USA Mando. Didn't think they would expect
Flashbang.
a raise up there, but I stand corrected.
It's like Omen's already starting to rotate over to B.
An incredible 3rd pick by Mando. Almost getting the 4th, but not
One
quite.
enemy remaining.
Good job from Speed staying there.
Just a little
Very
one
patient.
shot by USA Speed. And now Rick in a 1v3 situation on pistol round. Speed going for
30
the
seconds
trick
left.
flick shot. Same thing with Project.
Look, they got him cornered here now.
Deciding not to pick up the ghost. Never mind, I take it back. I do not think they'll have time to plan, and Speed is watching from Cat anyways to make sure that doesn't happen. It's another
Match
good round
point.
by South Alabama. Although, you typically don't buy up after you lose pistol round. When you're 12-1, you don't have much of a choice, so
Yeah,
I
you're kinda
do
forced.
believe that we'll see both teams force here into the second round of the half. And it does look like players are leaning towards B once again.
Here.
It's an incredible Sova dart.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy by USA Rand. Able to get a little bit of damage out onto UAH's Fade, but not quite enough to get the 3K. Rick will steal that Spectre. And now in a 3v4 situation against South Alabama. Not unwinnable for UAH Yellow. especially as they look more towards this B side with only one KJ on it, but little did they know reinforcements are coming with Project and Speed. UH Yellow a little bit stuck here. They don't quite want to go out mid through that smoke. And instead, they'll decide to go right into this KJ utility.
Last player standing.
Uh-oh.
Spike down B.
Bobots versus the world. 1v3 match point with an Ares. Can he do it? He only
30
has
seconds
30
left.
seconds left. Bomb is down on site.
Grenade.
I think that was a grenade for
Defenders
hope,
win.
but it doesn't quite work. And
He
that'll
was
be
going
the
for a fake flash. Yeah.
that'll be the first game for South Alabama. 13-1 on Ascent.
Good job.
I feel like the scoreline doesn't quite reflect how close some of those rounds were. Yes, South Alabama did get 13-1 on this team, but I mean, some of those rounds were 1v2s in UAH's favor. So I think this was a pretty close game. Not the closest we've seen all season, but very close regardless.
Definitely.
We'll get back with you soon with that second game.
Look at the monsters we've become. Look at the monsters we've become. monsters we've become.
Back for our second game on Breeze. I haven't seen a Breeze game yet this season, I don't think, but I'm excited to see the Vipers coming out.
I'm
I,
a little worried. They have 3 duelists right now selected on USA's team.
I think they're fighting over it. I definitely see
Okay.
Project switching over to Chamber, Rand staying on the Raze. Yeah, this looks like about what I expect from them. I do think Rand would be better suited on Sova here. I mean, Sova is incredible on Breeze, especially on that A side, able to get the dart all the way into backside. You can reveal a whole lot.
You think Rand has lineups on this map too?
He has to. He's a Sova main.
Oh gosh.
He's our Sova main. He has to. It does look like we'll see a Yaru coming out of a bats. I can't say that that's anticipated. And we, instead of a Raze, we do have a Reyna out of Ishi. Reyna's going to be a hard choice against South Alabama. That really is a character where you need to get those multi-kills to grow that momentum, and South Alabama does not like having their players in positions that aren't tradable. So those dismisses better be on point.
Looking at a double initiator from USA here.
I will say I think double initiator is the play over double duelist on Breeze.
Definitely.
I mean, it can be... These, especially B-site, can just be stalled for so long. People to have that initiating power to get on site really can change the game. And with South Alabama starting on that attacking side, I'm a little worried. I'm just enjoying people's banners right now. I apologize. I don't think I've seen some of these before.
I think the one that Nerve has with the astral sort of stuff is super cool. I've always been a fan of
yeah.
purple and stars and all that sort of stuff.
I'm surprised our Sova main isn't running that one, but I think he is a jet simp, so I understand why he has the card that he does.
Makes sense. Time to get this game started.
We go rocking and rolling right off the bat. Looks like South Alabama is immediately gravitating towards this 5-man push on A side. And we did get a sub out for UAH Yellow. It does look like we traded Rick for Red Moon Ruler, who's sitting on the stage. It'll be interesting to see how that player incorporates into the team on Breeze.
Or a few times that we saw last game where they got just enough health shaved off to give them a little bit of lacking confidence. So we'll see how this works out for them with the stage here to heal them up.
Their Sova Dart will reach perfectly backside and get Yaru. Our initiator's really putting in the work.
Spike planted.
USA Rand again with his shock darts. Begging the Sage to peek him properly. But Yaru sitting backside still able to get the pick on the Rand.
Catching him somewhat off guard.
Here.
South Alabama in a little bit of a tough situation. 2v3 here.
Trying to push out where they can.
Now in a 2v2 situation, 2v1 situation. South Alabama turning this around very, very quickly. Bomb right about to go off. I do not think Red Moon will be able to do anything, and that'll be the pistol round for South Alabama.
Good that he died there, because if he was a save round, then he gets less
He would
money.
have
So
no money for next round. I hate players. I hate seeing players do that on pistol rounds. Just go for it. Go for it. It gives you more money in the long run. You do get an extra death, but it will be alright, I promise.
those deaths don't even count towards your KDA, actually, if you see there. He is 0-0-0.
That economy counts towards how much you're gonna win this game. If I had to weigh the two of them. It does look like we'll see South Alabama going ahead and buying. We do see a Vandal actually coming out of World 1-2. USA Speed immediately getting the first pick of the round off fade with that Marshall. And I do expect Lord Rand to play a little bit aggressive with this Vandal. And Bob
for
will go
Mando.
down. That was
Nice
almost
play.
very bad
One
for
enemy
Rand.
remaining.
You do not want to lose that Vandal on second round.
That's right.
Long.
And Speed with the second pick of the round with the Marshall, and that will secure the second round in favor of South Alabama. Now
Hoping to see
here's where that Vandal really comes into handy though, because we'll see UAH yellow upgrading almost consistently. It does look like we'll get 2 Spectres coming out from them, but that Vandal can really make the difference in guns dissipate quite quickly.
That's right.
Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
No, you're good. I was saying that we're gonna hope to see some buys here from UAH, and looks like we already are.
It does look like they are opting for 2 Spectres though, which is an interesting play, seeing as they really need this round against South Alabama to gain some momentum.
One of them was only 300 credits left after buying that Spectre, so I definitely understand where that comes from.
Is she
Nice.
able to get a first pick on the Mando, but Rand able to trade him out, and at the same time Speed able to get a pick on the stage holding site. Babot's able to close down USA
Spike
Rand.
planted.
And now we're in a 3v3 situation.
Speed upgrading to a Vandal here, good for him.
One enemy remaining.
Two
Speed
three
getting
picks.
2 incredible picks. Make it 3 and
Wow.
securing the round for South Alabama. Absolutely incredible aim. Very crispy. I think it's the Immortal Bunny.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
that'll definitely do it.
Get your hands on an Immortal Bunny and you do well. It does look like South Alabama does have the money this round to fully upgrade 2 Vandals. Meanwhile, if we look at UAH's economy, it is kind of all over the place. We have Ishii going ahead and buying full, but the rest of the team looks like they're buying for next, and Ishii will conform quickly afterwards. They do have 3 of UAH's players towards this B site, so it'll be interesting to see if South Alabama can still pull it off. Have to check that hard right, and thankfully Mando has his teammates back, able to get the pick onto the Viper, and USA Rand able to get the pick onto the Yaru. Veda's already rotated all the way behind to try and catch this flank.
Rand holding an off angle for Speed here, getting a pick on stage.
Project able to spot the player out
One
behind
enemy
Mando. Is she able to get a pick on the USA Rand, but now in a 1v4 situation with Bob down. I don't believe he'll be able to do much. Able to get the pick on the Speed, but Project there to trade out his teammate quite quickly. And we'll see another round for South Alabama.
I wonder if Speed's gonna buy an operator here because he has the money for it.
That would be quite spicy. I wouldn't put it behind him.
If they're maxing out 9,000 credits, Project is.
It looks like South Alabama will decide to stick with a safe bet on attacking side with the Phantoms and Vandals. It would be smart if Project brought his teammate Mr. Speed here, but they must be pretty confident in their economy. We'll see the Silva Dart coming out to hit back sight onto A. This is what I was talking about, this really strong Silva Dart. It would have been able to catch that Yaru out of place, but at least being shot, they know where they are. USA Speed able to get the first pick onto the Viper. Babadas able to get USA Smokes down.
He's 3 picks now, going for an ace.
One enemy remaining.
Aw,
USA Rand able to get Sage rotating out. They have no idea where this Yaru is.
Spike
It can
planted.
prove problematic for Rand here. But he does move more towards this mid position and out of danger.
they've already shot his clones. They do know that he's somewhere nearby. Just looking for which angle he's coming in from. Like they found him.
Rand gets caught off guard regardless. Looks like they're trying to delay time, not giving any of those free peeks, but Project may get caught off guard here, will retreat towards mid. And now Babat has very little time to defuse the bomb, able to get speed,
Enemy remaining.
able to get
picks.
Project, but still the bomb is detonating, and that will be another round for South Alabama.
That's an impressive 4 picks from Yoru there.
Very impressive. Yar going 6 and 4 with his ultimate up, being quickly followed by Arena 4 and 5 with her ult. On South Alabama side, we do have a Sova and a Viper ult, which will be really important once that bomb goes down, and hopefully secure another round for South Alabama. It does look like, if we look at the economy situation, UAH Yellow really struggling to get those full buys out. It does look like they're going to go ahead and try and get their full loadouts this time with an exclusion of Fade. Meanwhile, South Alabama has absolutely no problems. Able to buy this round, next round, and a teammate if needed. So look, able to get the first pick onto the speed and quickly trade out for a better weapon. Babat's not ready to be swung 2 different angles. We do have that Viper ult coming out very quickly. USA Rand able to come behind 2 members of UAH Yellow and take them out, leaving
Wait
only...
for a lucky spray. They get picked off instead.
Bless their hearts. I don't think they know where Reyna is, but they have to hear this Viper sneaking around backside.
One enemy remaining.
Nice
They're
angle
able to
from
close it
Nerve.
out.
Reyna pushing in, found one.
Do not think he'll be able to get it in time. I absolutely love where Mando is playing in that ult. I mean, you can look around all you want, but it'll be very difficult to spot out that Viper and take down that Viper ult for retake. And it looks like we have a Fade ult and a Sova ult. Both initiator ults are open on South Alabama. But we do have 3 ults now, adding in a Viper ult for UAH Yellow. I expect we'll see that going out on the B site eventually, but probably not this round as Viper is looking towards the mid position. Each one of South Alabama's players moving towards this A push, exclusion of Viper, making her way up mid.
Safe
Might
for
run into
Bucky
this
here.
other Viper very quickly, but I don't think Mando is expecting it. He hears Fade behind him, but I don't think he's ready for Viper to peek him from the side. He's not, and he will get picked out by Troluk.
Oh!
Gotta check
That
that
was-
close angle.
Down A.
It's a good pick from Ishi here.
Standing.
Another good pick by Ishi here.
One enemy
Leaving USA
remaining.
Speed left to do it all. He knows where the last player is. But will he be able to close out this 1v1? Definitely in a health advantage now, and able to get the headshot. USA Speed!
Everyone's so
Impressive.
That'll be the 7th round for South Alabama. Maybe they'll get a flawless attacking side. We did see on Ascent that they did lose 1 round, so...
Very close, yeah.
It does look like we're leaning more towards a B-side push. I will warn that we do have a Viper with ult still, and I'm expecting it to come out this round.
8 ults across the board here. One of them coming out, 2 of them coming out actually.
Face your fear!
South Alabama completely unafraid of this Viper ult and able to take down both players on the B site and have a free plant.
Spike planted.
UAH Yellow just completely unprepared because the first 15 seconds of the round, South Alabama is already on site with bomb planted. UAH Yellow is stuck
Last
in
player
a 4v2, now 4v1 situation.
Brand trading out speed there and then taking the pick on Yoru. They don't know where the Sage is yet, but they'll
Ooh,
definitely
it's a
find her fast.
very good shot by Red Moon onto Nerve. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Sova doing some spins.
Rand getting a little too excited there in mid. And now we're stuck in a 2v2 situation. Bomb about to detonate, and I do think this will be another round for South Alabama. Kind of an unfortunate Sage res. I don't believe they knew how close the bomb was to detonating, but if USA gets a little too comfortable, that 2v2 could have become a very winnable round for UAH Yellow. And if we look at economy again, we kind of see the same situation of South Alabama being very, very comfortable. USA Mando almost maxing out. And if we look at UAH Yellow's players, we have 2 players having to buy Spectres on this full buy round.
You want to play? Let's play.
Looks like we're going for an A push with some presence in mid.
Toxins going up.
Speed not aware of Viper. Mando able to get both picks on the A players.
Speed picking off one.
Bring them down.
Speed able to get his revenge onto Trolloc. But that
Unlucky.
Fade dog is
Player
chasing
standing.
him. Project able to trade him out quite quickly. Yaru now in a 1v4 situation against South Alabama.
No.
And I
Shaking his head no.
he is straight telling his teammates that he is saving this round. No, thank you. I mean, understandably so. UAH Yellow's economy is not the best right now. And I don't know how high your chances are at winning a 1v4.
I believe in him. Rand might find him soon though. Oh, man position. Nice pick. Aw.
Almost getting USA Rand in the process, but he's able to close it out.
Good try.
Mando now at max money, but his teammates still buying for themselves, just confident in their economy. It does look like we have USA Rand's ult. We still have a Yaru and Reyna ult. I'd love for those to be popped. Reyna ult is pretty much an ult that you need to pop as soon as you get it. I think it's only 5 ult points? 5 or 6? I mean, that's one you can pop 2, 3 times, maybe even 4 if you're fragging out in a
Right.
half.
Should be 6. 6 points total. Caught off guard with the flash.
South Alabama does not slow down. Speed able to clear that out for his teammates, and this should be a free site for South Alabama.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no.
Looks like they're having a nice little time, maybe a knife fight. I think he's asking permission.
I'm not just an actor, you know.
I know for a fact he was asking permission. It's a nice little friendly moment to see in the NECC. Hey, South Alabama respects it. They'll respect the knife fight. They're not gonna bring a gun, I promise.
There's some miscommunication in the chat there.
Oh,
The way that he kept looking back, apparently they thought that project was saying to go on site rather than
I thought
checking
you were
for
saying
permission.
go to site. I didn't know what to do for real. We do encourage our players at South Alabama not to go for the knife if they can help it, but tactically there, it's just a sign of respect. Mando able to get the pick onto Fade, running up elbow, and another pick onto Ishii. Mando going absolutely crazy, but will be traded out by Red Moon Ruler. South Alabama is already on site with this bomb. Will go down.
Lights out.
Spadas able to get
Spike
some
planted.
very, very good shots on a project with Speed, able to trade him out quite
Enemy
quickly.
remaining.
Another amazing shot from Speed, goodness, and it all left up to Sage in a corner.
Oh, looks like they're trying to do a knife fight again. Oh,
I don't think Nerve is able to see that from the distance.
that's right.
He will secure the round
Last
for South
round before the
Alabama.
switch.
1 round away from a flawless half. I wonder if they can do it. We have 3 ults from South Alabama. No ults except for a Fade ult for UH Yellow. We did see that Yaru ult coming out finally and save for that Reyna ult.
Like 4 ults across the board here. I'll see how many we use.
And they better be dumped, because this is the last round you can use them.
That's right.
Get out of my way.
It's one of them.
There's
2,
our second,
Face your fear.
3.
and there's our third. South Alabama knowing that they need to use those ults where they can.
Still Viper's Pit active because Fade picked. There it is.
Spike planted.
South Alabama does not let an ult go to waste.
I'll have to see if
USA
Fade uses her ult.
ran, just barely missing that spray transfer onto Ishii. Now in a 3v4 situation. Can South Alabama do it for the flawless half? Does look like we'll see a Fade ult coming out. USA Project able to get Ishii. Chasing down this Fade, just barely
Player standing.
able to miss it, and now from a 4v3 to a 1v2 in South Alabama's favor. Mando is able to close it out and secure a flawless half for South Alabama.
Good job.
Switching sides. Match point.
Not very often you see match point on pistol round, but here we are. It looks like UAH Yellow is calling for a knife fight mid. Don't know if South Alabama will take them up on this or not. I know they have been practicing quite a bit of breeze.
Can't.
They cannot. We won't tell. So depending on the team, some teams see knifing as BM. This would not be a scenario where it's BM, but our players deciding to play it safe anyways. Not trying to ruffle any feathers. Speed able to get an incredible pick off of Ishii. Project able to do the same thing. Fade Dog immediately coming out. Looks like Tyler's going for the knife fight, respectfully. No! No! Trey, look, at least coming for revenge on the Tyler. We'll accept that.
See
I
if looking on
tried.
B. They found her.
And that will be the second game for South Alabama, 13-0. Absolutely incredible games. And we want to say a huge thank you to UAH Yellow for being such good sports and not volunteering, but offering their time to play against us today. We really appreciate it, and it was a good game overall.
Right.
And I do not believe that we'll have player interviews today due to some of our software not working properly. But we want to say good games, and I hope everyone has a great night. And once again, go Jags!